Hey guys, it's Maddie. Hello. I'm filming a few videos before I go to meet my friend's baby. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Faith's baby. I'll link the vlog down below or put it in the cards, wherever that is. I went to her baby shower. Her baby is now a month old. That's so exciting. I can't wait to meet him. But today I am going to be sharing with you two kind of crazy stories. So the first one is from my junior year, yes. And my dad had driven a car up to the school. I don't even remember what one, so my sister could drive back. She had her permit. And I had my El Camino at the time, and I walked over to it, and my gas lid was popped up, and my gas cap was on the ground. I also had a thing inside where you put the nozzle in. It was like this little metal piece that like you would put the nozzle in. That looks so bad, I'm sorry. You put the nozzle in and the metal piece would like move and then it would come back. I forget what it's called, but yes. And I walk over and the metal piece is not there. My gas cap's on the ground and my gas lid's flipped up, and I go over to my dad and I'm like, hey, are you messing with me with my car? And he was like, what are you talking about? And he jumps out and runs over, and someone had tried to steal my gas. So we called the police and they came. They did a whole report on it. They said, okay, so my car was in view of the cameras, but the school never told us who did it. I don't know if they told the cops and handled it privately or whatever, but I feel like the person who did it, if they did find out, should have paid us, because I had just gotten a full tank of gas that morning. And when we worried that someone might have put sugar in my gas or like something that could really mess it up and completely ruin my engine. I also want to add in this story time that my gas gauge didn't work, so I couldn't see if someone had taken any gas out. So we couldn't even start my car. Thankfully, my dad had a car trailer. We had to load my car up onto the car trailer, take it to our mechanic friend, and he had to completely drain my gas and make sure there was nothing in it. But at that point, like, I don't think they were able to put it back into the car, I don't think, because they still weren't completely sure. So like there was a whole like $40-50 of gas gone, and that was just kind of annoying. Also all the like stress it caused. But yeah, someone tried to siphon my gas. Is that what it's called? Steal my gas. That was not a fun time. It was not fun, fresh, cute. I still get kind of frustrated. After that, I did get a locking gas cap for my El Camino. And I just had a little key that would unlock it. I could leave it locked or unlocked. I normally left it locked simply because someone had tried to steal my gas in the past. And I think it was a high school student for sure, probably a senior, that got out early. They knew it was my car. I didn't go to a very big school, and I think that they were just trying to mess with me, but that was not funny. For some reason, people always touched my car. Like my mom one time was sitting in the high school parking lot waiting to pick up Elizabeth my sophomore year. And this kid from the middle school just walked by like hitting my car. And my mom was like, no. I ended up, my senior year, I went to a car show and I had this sign that said, please don't touch. And I had put it in my windshield. But it was kind of annoying. Like, I think it's really disrespectful and rude to touch someone else's vehicle that's not yours, that's out of line. But I guess not everyone is raised the same as me. Like, I don't care what kind of car I have. It can have, like, I don't care, don't touch it, that's mine. I don't walk into your home and start touching things. I don't, you know, like, that's just a personal item. Don't do that. So this second story is a little bit wild. This happened when I was in 7th grade. We had a teacher that was a former NFL player. I wish I could remember his name. Maybe my dad will remember it. If he remembers, I'm so inserting his name because I don't care. If you wanted people to speak highly of you, you shouldn't have done this. But anyway, he decided to become a teacher, and he was like a student teacher person. I don't really know. He was there, but he was not the full, like, a new teacher for us, if that makes sense. He was like an extra teacher's aide. And this man, one time when we were all doing our work, I went to a Montessori school where you kind of just did things at your own pace. Like you just did your work, and we were out in this building and we're doing our work. And I think he'd asked us to be quiet like once. We're 7th and 8th graders together. And all of a sudden he grabs a chair and picks it up and swings it over his head and slams it down, and the chair just like shattered, like metal went everywhere, like all over the room, like flying. Like this huge man swung this huge, like the plastic chair but with the metal legs, and just screamed, "Shut up!" And we all just sat there and were like, and then there was this teacher who I hate to this day and could make a whole story time about, if we're being honest. Her name was Miss Marshall. Again, I'm sorry, but you should have been a better person. I don't know. But she came in and was like, well, y'all shouldn't be being loud, and left us alone with him. Like, we were all terrified at this point. And she just comes in and was like, why do you have to do that? And then left us with him. And we were like, what? So I went home and I told my parents about it. And my dad was like, you were there for that? And I had waited a few hours, I remember. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, we got like an email about it. Like, I didn't know you were there. And I was like, yeah. And I think my dad went online and like reported him in some way to where he couldn't just be hired at another school. He was fired from that school. But yeah, that was like crazy AF. Like, if you can't be around 7th graders, don't be around 7th graders. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you have to have patience. I think you might have to have more patience to teach middle schoolers than elementary kids, because like attitudes and all of that. And if you can't do that, I don't know why you're there. I don't think it was our fault that he threw a chair. I think that was out of line. Like, you're a grown man, don't do that. So like I said, I'll insert his name if I know if I figure out who he is. And he was also just cocky. Like, he was like, yeah, I used to like, and he was like, who wants autographs? And just like, it was annoying for me, if we're being honest. So, but I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is probably going to be a shorter video, but it's just some little school story times. So yeah, I enjoy making videos and editing them and uploading for you guys. I love when you guys comment. I love interacting with you guys. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I would love to follow you back. We can interact on there. I really, really love this platform. I love all the people that I get to interact with. So if you want to be part of that, you can subscribe and join the Maddie fam. It would mean the world to me. We're trying to reach 300. We're like 38 away, I think. Am I right? Is my math correct? I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But yeah, so I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.